Hi everyone. It's me, Chris. Gonna draw some names today. It's gonna be sort of the same as this usually is, except today all of the names are gonna look like badass band logos. At least that's the plan. So I hope you are ready for that. I hope you are excited for that. Just a couple quick things before I start drawing. My what are we doing here? Okay. Um Did you know that it has been a year since I released my illustration mega pack with Retro Supply Co? I didn't think it'd been a year either. I feel like I just put this all together, but it's been a year, and I just thought I would shout that out. This is a gigantic illustration pack that comes in two versions. One is for Fresco slash Photoshop, and the other one is for Procreate. But it's got tons of brushes, drawing brushes, texture brushes. It's really everything that I use in my work. It's got paper textures. It's got some fonts. It's got color palettes, all kinds of stuff in there. So if you didn't know about that, you should check it out. There's a link below because uh, you know it's a fun thing. Also, I think there's going to be a special contest soon that I'm gonna be partnering with Retro Supply Co. and Stumped Workshop, who's a amazing Reezer printer. And I think the contest is going to involve the winner getting their artwork uh, Rezo printed as in a set of prints. So more details to come. I probably shouldn't have said anything about it yet, but I'm just giving you a heads up that that's probably going to happen. Okay, speaking of Rezo prints, did you know I have this new Rezo print in my shop, which was a jumble of suggestions for dumb things to put in a drawing that some of you probably participated in? Because that's in my shop. It's available. And also, my new enamel pins are finally here. That they're not that big in comparison to the print. They're actually this 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 size big. Look at this little butt man. And the skulls, those are in my shop. You can get them as a set or you can get them individually. So, yeah, check those out. You could also use the promo code LIVE to get a discount. But if you are a patron, make sure you use your patron specific code because you get a better discount. So, shout out to shout out to my patrons, which I will shout out again in a minute or two. Okay, let's get this stuff off the screen. And speaking, I'll leave the promo code up on the screen because one more thing to announce is, did you know that by popular demand, some of my classes that used to be Skillshare exclusive are available as one-off purchases on my website and my shop? You could also use the promo code for that as well, which is pretty cool. Um, I know a lot of you had requested that you didn't want to sign up for a subscription like Skillshare, so there's an option. There's going to be more of those on there soon. Working on adapting them from not just being a Skillshare thing. So check those out. I know it feels like I talk about some stuff at the beginning of these live streams, but I turn off the ads on these live streams, so no ads pop up in the middle. So you just have to get my ad spiel at the beginning. All right. Is that everything I wanted to say? I think it might be. Um, oh yeah. Well, speaking of my patrons, let's just shout them out real quick. All of my official Piascik tier patrons get their name drawn and included in all the videos I make while they are active members. There's two new ones on here that haven't been updated yet, which one of them is finished, the other one is still in progress. But when we switch to my iPad, I will shout those out real quick. But if you're interested in more exclusive content, behind the scenes stuff, some process work, there's a monthly sticker club, there's a monthly hangout, which I'm overdue scheduling that next one, but I will schedule that. Um, yeah, check that out. Link in the description. Okay, okay, cool. Let's let's turn that off and let's switch over to my iPad. Also, hi, I'm lost. Okay, there we go. I didn't do a live stream last Friday because I was in Chicago judging the Society of Typographic Arts award show, which was awesome and fun. But because I didn't live stream last week, I feel a little out of the zone, the live stream zone. I feel a little awkward. So hopefully it'll be fine once I start drawing. Let me switch to my iPad. Yeah, shout out to these newest official Piascikos, Axel Wright and Ginger Bear House. Axel, yours is done, but Ginger Bear House, yours is still got a little ways to go. I'm sorry I'm behind on this, but special shout out to you both for being the newest official Piascikos. Amy, you said you got your sweater. You love it. I'm so glad to hear. We have hoodies left. I know it's getting a little hot for some of you, but they're good hoodies. We got some shirts too. They care about other people's shirt. That's available. Michelle, you said you finally caught a live show. Someone can help me figure out why I can't buy the Fresco Premium on my first Pro. Well, because there is no longer a Fresco Premium. Earlier this year, Fresco celebrated its 5-year anniversary, and they made Fresco completely free. So there's no premium version anymore. So that's probably why you can't buy it. It's all just one thing. Ryan Grippin, you said, wish you still sold the giant mouse pad. It looks great. Thank you. I was having trouble getting consistent production on them, so I stopped. If I can figure out a way to get them made in a way that there's not lots of imperfections, I will consider doing that again. Thank you all. Let's start drawing. I would love to just chat with you all and read your questions, but I know you guys are here for some drawing. I should do another live stream where I just do like a Q&A because those are fun. Okay. We have a list that has started. As you'll see in the pinned comments or in the chat or in the description, I do these first come, first serve from when I go live. If you feel the need to jump the line, you can do that with a $20 super chat and above. But yeah, I start at the top of the list from when I go live and try to do as many as I can. So that's the plan. That's what we're gonna do. Let me turn on some music. Let's like it. Let's subscribe and ring the bell, and let's start drawing. Little butt dance. Okay. All right, first name on the list is got special characters in it. Let's write this down. Okay. This is a tricky way to start the stream. Christian. Can we believe that I'm gonna start with this? Holy moly. You're really... What are we gonna do? So you're a band, and this is your band logo. I'm immediately drawn to that Z because I feel like a Z is like a sweet thing for a band logo because it's kind of like it could be like a lightning bolt. So I don't know. Let's see if we can just like build something around that. But it's also long, so we got to be mindful. Maybe to deal with the length, we can like try to fit things together. Why does it sound like the sound is just looping one piece? Is that happening? Or maybe I just don't notice because I don't pay attention to the beginning. Oh, I think it changed a little bit. Okay. K-R-I-S-Z-T. Maybe we can like exaggerate the lightning bolt aspect by like actually making it a lightning bolt, and then maybe if we shorten it a little bit, then we can like duck the AN down a little bit to like fit it in a little bit. And then maybe the, whoop, that is not a brush. Lockdown, you said you just found my channel last week. Love it. Your content is definitely unique compared to other YouTube channels. Thank you so much. I appreciate that very much so. Maybe we can have the K connect to the F here. This is a tricky combination of letters we are dealing with. I wonder if we could do like a lowercase h. Okay, we got something. Let's see if we can figure out a way to like make this come together in a way that's a little bit more cohesive. I'm gonna like rotate it down a little bit, and let's figure out like what is working here, what is not working. So let's see if we can like exaggerate this lightning situation. You gotta be careful that it doesn't make the Z less legible. Okay. Shorten that a little bit. So maybe these angles can just sort of like all tie in. That's too much of a weird connection there. Really hope the next name is just a real easy one that is, you know, gonna be less complicated, because we can tuck this A in here, and this N can get a little bit smaller. I wonder if the wait, is that the I or the A has that? Let's see. The A, okay. Is it a tilde? Is that what it's called? Or an accent? I think it might just be an accent. I think I made up the tilde thing. I was trying to avoid having the T come over the top, but I think we may have to do that. Okay. Okay. We're getting there. It's gonna happen. I know it's looking like a mess right now, but it's because I'm solving problems as I go. Okay, let's put some guides in to help pull this together, because it's looking a little bit like a hot mess right now, but it's gonna be okay. We're gonna get there. So I'm just making some pink guides so it's easy to see and not get confused with the lines. Okay. Oh, you know what we could do? I know what we can do. We fixed it. Don't worry. I just had an idea. So if we have the Z like this, but no, a little bit shorter where it comes down, then we can put the T like that, and then the I can tuck underneath it, and then the A here. Okay, and then this lightning bolt can shoot out past it, and then this. Maybe we don't need the H to come up there. It could just be this F. And then the E. We're gonna go so much faster on the next one. Maybe. Listen, the first one is always a slow one. You guys know this. Especially when there's 100 letters in the name. Christian. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I apologize if I'm not. Kevin Schoonhoven, you said, what shirt is that you have on? I have on a Bulls shirt. I'm not a real basketball fan. I did love the Bulls when I was a kid, mainly just because I liked drawing the Bulls logo. However, I decided to wear it because apparently weirdo conservatives here are trying to say that if you wear a Bulls jersey, it could mean that you are a gang member in MS-13 and you should just be deported without due process and sent to some foreign jail, which is wild as hell. So I am dressing up as a gang member who people think should be deported. Okay. We are in the house. We and I know you may be sitting there thinking, hey, Chris, that looks like a hot mess, but we just need to tighten it up and then it'll be there. It'll be there. So let's do it. Let's use the vector so we can get some sharp points. Actually, no, let's not, because we can just erase things out and we can do it faster and give it, I don't want it to be too perfect. Okay. Okay, so let's just get this Z in a good place because we're sort of building around this Z and it needs to be nice and electric, pointy. Skippy said I'm going for that free vacation. Oh gosh, that is, yes. If it wasn't so bad, it would be funny. Josephine Brito, you said, I would love to see a redraw of some old sports logos. That would be fun. Speaking of redrawing logos, I have a silly video coming out on Tuesday, which was sort of the inspiration for this live stream. It's like sort of a joke, but it was also kind of fun. I took bands that shouldn't have like a badass logo or like a metal or like punk logo and rebranded them. The premise being like, you know, if you only listen to cool badass music, but you sometimes want to listen to something that's not, but you don't want your friends to know, and you just wish they also had a badass logo so people wouldn't be able to tell. It's a stupid idea, but so, you know, I did that. That's what I did. That's actually what the silly picture in the thumbnail of me in the leather jacket and the sunglasses, because that's how I just impromptu filmed the intro to that video, where I was just trying to exaggerate being just a real bad boy, you know, just super cool. The coolest dude you've ever seen in the world. We are taking so long on this one, and I hope that you were able to bear with me, because they're all not going to take this long, because they're all not 9,000 letters. Can you see how much my sketch sometimes is not what I draw? It's sort of just like a starting point often, because like these letters were not like that in the sketch. Whoa, Julia, thanks for the super chat. Jump in the line. All right, we are so close. We can feel the next logo coming. All right, let's double check that we spelled it right. I think this technically needs this angle, so it doesn't get mixed up with the other one. Yeah, I think we did it. Cool. I hope you like it, Christian. Sorry if I'm saying it wrong. I gotta say, this lightning bolt is actually a little too long. All right, I gotta stop. I gotta make sure I don't get stuck in the noodle zone here. Okay, we did it. Up next, smacking the mic. Well, not, that was just me doing a play-by-play. Is Julia Ludwig with the super chat. Thank you, Julia. J-U-L. Okay, what are we gonna do on this one? What are we gonna do on this one? Thanks, Ryan. You said the name came out great. I wonder if we could do some like cool scripts, like I don't know. Let's see what we got here. Like some chunky script, like with a L. I feel like this could be cool. I think mainly because of these, the L and the G kind of work really well in that situation. Let's make this a little bit smaller. Sketching too big. We need room to breathe and see what we're doing. I think I need to redo this background music and take the song out with the bell ringing. I don't even know what happened. I think I'm gonna switch to the other one. I have another. Is it that one? Did we start with that one? I don't know. We're gonna do that. Okay, I think we got something working here. Let's tighten this up. I'm trying to figure out what this J is gonna look like. I'm trying to find a mix between the chunky letters, but also some sort of like, I don't know how to word what I'm trying to say here. So I'm trying to have this L pop down to like lower the rest of these letters. Oh, maybe we could do like an A like that. That's kind of cool. We just got to make sure that we maintain or we don't lose the badass aspect. But I think once we figure out roughly the letter forms, we can toughen it up a little bit. Christian, you said, so cool. Thank you for choosing my challenging name. You are welcome. I'm just keeping things fair, starting at the top, and you were there right at the beginning. So it's you did it. You picked your name. But, it was a fun challenge anyway. Thank you for letting me draw your name. Okay, let's look at this again. Let's make sure we didn't spell anything wrong here. I think I don't love the J, maybe? I don't know. Let's see what we can do. Am I just drawing the same exact letter? Well, it's kind of cool. We could add like the little, those lean into that tail thing. Oh, I like that those sort of almost. Sorry, I'm rambling. I just saw things coming together that made it like kind of flow like that. That's kind of fun. I wonder if we could do something like that over here without it looking forced. Like if this curves a little bit and then okay, I think if we just lean into what we have here and then just see if we potentially need some, we could like add a little texture to grid it up if it needs it. Let's push this together, make it a little bit bigger. We might need to do something to balance it. Oh, maybe it's like a 3D type situation. But I still want to do the outline. Okay, that'll balance it. Matt just reminded me that I say I'm going to update the playlist every week. The problem is, after the live stream ends, I forget. I black out, and everything that I said is gone. Using the classic inker from my Retro Spyco set that I talked about at the beginning. Happy birthday, Retro Spyco kit. I don't know if I'm going to keep these connections, but I'm drawing them in just in case, and also it'll make it feel more intentional even if we erase like the middle parts. Because there'll be like that visual, not visual, like a implied line, if you will. The good Chad, you said Chris has got the speed on this initial sketch. Yeah, sometimes it happens fast, but sometimes, like that first one, it goes slow. So you never know. Sometimes it's quick. Sometimes it's not. I am starting to like the letters connecting. I think it's kind of cool. Gotta be careful here because this was getting a little tight. We might abandon the dot over the I. I think if we're going to do that, I might do something with the... I have an idea. Okay, so we're going to do some mild accentuating of points to enhance the badassosity, which is a technical lettering term where you're achieving the maximum badassness for a band logo. And obviously this band is very badass. Okay, now we just need to do the outline drop shadowy thing. I'm gonna slightly dechonk this eye. That's also a technical term. A slight dechonking so that I can put a little bit more weight on this L. I don't want this L to take an L. Okay. Diana Lisa, you said, for your consideration, record your work sessions on your iPad for the Apple Pencil taps for a calm ASMR. I think I just don't understand how ASMR works. Like, what do I just record my screen? The drawing? What do I do with these things? How does ASMR even work? I don't understand the world of it. I just make jokes about my ASMR sometimes, but I don't really understand the world of ASMR. But I'm open to contributing to it. Okay. Load as selection. Turn that off. Erase. Deselect. Delete that. And as I mentioned, it does need a mild touch of the badassness. And we're going to do that real quick. So once I just fix this one thing. Okay, we're going to load this as a selection. And we're going to do a new layer. We're going to delete this layer with the name. And then make a new layer. And I'm going to grab a texture brush. And I will grab one from my Rich Wyco set since we're talking about it a lot today. Let's grab this big grit. I'm going to hide the selection so I can focus on what I'm doing here. I'm going to grab a different one. Let's grab this grit builder, I think, so we can get some detail in like the key areas and keep some of the outside. Texture. Okay. I'm going to deselect, and now I'm just going to add in a little bit to like break up the edges so it doesn't look too perfect. One more thing I'm going to do, I'm going to load that as a selection once more. And then on this one, I am going to do a lighter texture. Let's try this V Dusty. So I just want a light sort of like overprint like that. And then we can turn on this other stuff again. And then take this one and then just shift it a little bit. And it'll kind of give it that like overprint look. Yeah, there we go. Hope you like it, Julia. Next up is another super chat. Thank you. Hate Frost. That's aggressive. Is that I'm assuming that's all one word? Hate Frost. That's a weird name. You must have some interesting parents. I know it's not really. Well, I don't know. Maybe it is your name. Okay, Hate Frost. It seems like it just needs to be metally. Like maybe we start with like one of these shapes like this. And we're just like putting the hate in there. Hate. Hate Frost. All right, I think we did it. Oh, I'm just kidding. We didn't do it yet. Let's use the symmetry to get a shape going here that is asymmetrical. I think we need a little bit more angle at the top, just start on the side for the T. So the H, where's the F would be in the middle. Okay, let's turn off symmetry and see if we can do something with that as a starting point. I wonder if we bring the F up a little bit. Then we can tuck the R down here. And that could go like that. We are getting some hate frost happening here. Okay, let's make this better. I think right off the bat, if we just stretch it out a little bit, I think it'll help. It's getting a little cramped. But this is, I think this is more of a loose start than anything else. I don't think we need all of that angle at the bottom. Okay. I think we got somewhere. I think I just want to the H is not, I'm not fully engaged with this yet, but it's close. I think I can figure it out. Okay. It's close. Right now we just have the issue of I think I have a solution. I have a solution. Okay. Let's turn on symmetry once more. And let's just do it in a different color so I can. Just want to get these a few key points. Okay. And then bear with me for a second. I think I have solved the situation at hand. Turn this down a little bit more. Right, turn symmetry back on. And then we just need to... What? Okay. I just needed that for the drawing. Now we can do it. The good Chad, you said I have a jar with fake band names to randomly illustrate, but I haven't done it forever, thinking I'll make a whole new channel just to make a big tournament to find out. That sounds like a ridiculous idea that I support. I think you should do it. Juliet Ludwig, you said you love it. We'll stick it on everything to keep my family from stealing my stuff. That's awesome. I support that. Mark Arnold the sound of the pen on the iPad while drawing is very soothing for some. I think that's what's the is. Yeah, that's what I hear. Well, I know it does sound satisfying sometimes. I just the tapping for some reason doesn't do it for me. But I guess ASMR is different for everyone. But like, am I supposed to just make a drawing video with like silence except for the sound, and I just mic up my iPad screen? Is that the gist of it? I just want to see one thing real quick. There's still, I think I want to do that drop shadow thing, but okay. Omizu Paints, you said sometimes I'll do so many overlays, I run out of layers in Procreate, but I haven't had this. Yeah, Fresco doesn't limit the amount of layers you can have. They'll let you have infinity layers, which is a kind of a cool thing. I know that, or I imagine Procreate does it to sort of make sure that there's never any performance issues, but I don't know. I feel like these apps are so well optimized. I know that absolutely Fresco is so well optimized for the iPad that never really an issue. I've tested it on some like old iPads with tons of layers and never had any lag or anything like that. So I was just thinking that we could have made this look like ice or something, but I guess it sort of has that vibe anyway. All right. I hope you like it, Hateful Frosty. I feel like we've had some pretty good variety so far. Let's see. Where's my brush? Sketch. Okay. Another super chat. Thank you, Gigi Marie. That sounds like a band. All right. What are we going to do for this one? I wonder if we could do something with like the G's for like the repetition. Like that. This looks like that. Did I accidentally draw that S? Okay. Okay. I see what's happening here. What would the Marie do? What? I can't decide if I want to do something similar for Murray or contrast it. That's the question. I mean, I guess it could, I guess we could get this to work by, let's try one other thing. Oh, I didn't mean to delete that. I just made it turned off for a second. Daniel Lisa, he said, yes, just record the tapping sound on the screen while drawing. Okay, I will give it a shot. Do I need it? I feel like I would need it like a special channel. Chris's ASMR channel. Would it like mess up my other stuff? I think actually I like the contrast of like doing something like a script below it. Could be fun. All right, let's go that route. Okay, we definitely want to use a vector for vector trimming for these sharp GG letters. Okay. Actually, I think I want a grid for this. Realizing that the symmetry would make this part easier. Wait, can I not? I think the symmetry makes the vector trimming annoying because it's like the same line and you can't X out the same line, but that's fine. No big deal. We could just erase it. Because you can't like trim over one continuous line. It has to be two separate lines, and because you drew it with symmetry, it's one line. That's fine. No big deal. Okay. Let's duplicate this. I don't know why I'm making this so complicated. Flip it. Okay. Spike Martinez, you said, thanks again for the MFG info on your pins. Those look sick and well made. Yeah, of course. Very happy with them. They've been great to work with and very happy with the quality. Ryan Grippin, you said those are some sharp G letters. May just cut you if you get close. It's true. They are very sharp. I'm playing right now. I don't know exactly what I'm doing, but we'll see if it pays off. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm in noodle zone. I will wrap this up. Okay, let's duplicate that. Let's flip it and hope that... Okay, cool. Merge those together. Trim off the excess. And then What did I do? Whoops. Whatever. I'll draw it back in. Okay. Merge, duplicate, put it over here. Gigi, and then let's do this lettering for Marie, and then we are good. Cool. I hope you like it, Gigi. Another super chat. One Nerd Creations says they like wiener dogs, if that's possible to incorporate. A wiener dog band? I have a... Normally I would say, hey, I'm doing band logos and doing whatever I want. That's the point. But my dotty dog is half wiener dog, so I'm intrigued. I might. Let's see. Just, you know, I don't know if we're getting the band logo vibes here, but it might be okay. We could just make it kind of badass somehow. Right now it's not balanced enough. Maybe the wiener dog should be going the other way. I think I might need to just exaggerate it more. Like we just make it all one shape. I think I'm overthinking it a little bit. That's a dolphin, apparently. What happened? I had blacked out. What am I even doing? I'm getting confused about wiener dogs because Dottie Dog is half wiener dog, but her head is like not wiener dog really. So I'm getting confused about their ears. Just, you know, doing a quick Google on the live. Oh, it's okay. So they do have floppy ears. So Dottie Dog doesn't have the floppy ears. That's the thing. She's half pit bull, so her ears are a little different. Okay. Okay, so we need to just address the areas that there are problems, which is this R&D situation. There we go. We are putting some rhythm into the letters here because this is a band logo. Okay, we are ready, and then I can do the creations lettering after. Kate Frost, you said, I was so entranced by the drawing that I forgot to mow the lawn. Now I'm mowing and vibing to the beat. Well, glad you're getting it done now, at least. All right, let's start with Sir Wiener, because that's sort of what the lettering is wrapped around. The good Chad, you said, are Noodle Zone and Juicy Tubes just the same band? They might be. Did I say Juicy Tubes? I don't even know what on earth that is. Though, there's a solid chance I did say that. I know I would have said Noodle Zone because I say that all the time. That's just where my brain goes when I start hyper-focusing on little details when I'm doing these, and I need to tell myself that those little details would be important if I wasn't just, I need to like do 90% because of the live stream nature, and like it'd be better to do more logos at 80 to 90% versus less at 100%. But sometimes my brain forgets that when it's in the Noodle Zone. I'm not sure what it does in the Juicy Tubes, though. Some of the line quality, this dog's head got a little wonky. I'm gonna fix that real quick. What is it? Creations? Yes. Okay. I like that better. There we go. One Nerd Creations. Not a very good band logo, but a wiener dog. So that is a thing. I think I gotta call it a day. It's about an hour and a half. I gotta run. This has been fun. I hope you all enjoyed it. Well, maybe I don't know. I like having a theme for these for these drawing things. Remember to like on your way out, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and use the promo code live. Check out my video on Tuesday. I'll have another new live stream on Friday. Thanks for hanging out. Bye. Bye. Thank you. Love you all.